a light and I'm in the back. I'm not
I'll
sure.
go in front
Okay.
with the light.
Okay.
Perfect.
So kind of like this.
Sure.
Okay. So you guys see a long hallway. It's not well lit. This, kind of like the hallway, the stairs before, is very well crafted. This looks very old, but very, very well crafted. Dwarven origin. Very nice. Okay. So I'm going to move. If you guys move as a party, I will move you the party. So what's your pace? What's everyone doing as they're marching down? Are people doing perception? What are you guys doing?
I wanted to see if there were any doors in the hallways.
Not right now. It's a long, narrow hallway that sort of meets an end, sort of, I'd say, about 120 feet down the road. Sort of bends off.
I would say maybe we should just take it slow, not to attract any unnecessary attention.
Yeah, we could try to be stealthy.
I mean-
Blast of stealth.
I don't know about that. I mean, we've already set that thing off so many times. I feel like if it was an alarm, we've triggered it maybe 30 times.
So people probably know we're here.
If someone's here,
Yeah.
then they know. They clearly know.
All right.
Of course, I don't think we should rush, but I don't think we should go slow either.
Proceed with
No,
caution.
then.
Okay, so you move to the end of the hallway, and you see it sort of veers off to the right.
Eight.
I'll peek my head around it with the light and see what I can see.
Okay, it's just the hallway seems to curve around and sort of go off in different directions.
Do I see anything moving?
No, nothing. It's empty right now. It's kind of dusty, stale. Again,
I'll
very.
motion that we can. I'll motion that we can go forward.
Okay. So you guys continue to go forward. And for the time being, I'm going to keep your marching like this because it's just easy for me to move you guys.
I'm gonna
And
keep my eyes out for anything along the walls that looks like a trap.
okay, so you're checking for traps. What's your passive
I'm gonna have
perception?
Rogue just sniff for anything
I
unusual,
have
but I'm
16
gonna be
passive.
testing the walls, like running my hand and my hammer along them to see if there's any like trick hidden dwarven doors.
Okay. And what's your passive perception?
Can I use investigation?
You can do it on an active section. So if we get through a section, you want to investigate that section, you can take some time, or you can just passively, as you're moving across, do.
My passive perception is 9, but passive investigation would be 13 if I'm like actively searching the walls as we go.
Okay, I'll give you the 13. That's fair. Okay. So you head down this sort of hallway, and again, it sort of turns quickly at another end, and making your way close to it, you realize that you kind of see a fork in the road here.
Hmm.
So is that revealing kind of work for you guys? It sort of shows you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you get to this sort of hallway, and then now there's a fork, and you can go north, or you can sort of continue south.
What
If
do
you
we
guys give me
see?
enough time, I can ritual cast Unseen Servant.
Oh yeah.
Right now, you
Just sort of peek around the corners.
so you're gonna peek around the corners, and again, you take a look, and which one are you checking first? The left one, the closest one?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. So you see, it sort of curves off around and sort of goes sort of back, sort of up, and then sort of veers off and upwards again. There. This again, dustier, sort of a little bit less well kept than where you've been currently. There. Are you going to the other one now as well? The other side of the side?
Both.
Okay, so you sort of look around and you sort of notice that the other side sort of veers off, and again, it's dark. You're seeing about 30 feet, so it just keeps going sort of back the other way.
Okay.
dungeon survival rule number 1: always go left.
Always go left.
Keep going left, and you'll never get lost.
Wouldn't you just go in a circle?
No.
This is true. This is true, but there's a tactic to it. Okay, so you guys sort of advance up here. Where you go?
I guess left. Yeah. I mean, the dwarf seems pretty confident. It's a dwarf.
I'll live my whole life in tunnels like this. Always go left.
All right, we'll trust you.
I'll go. I'm not too sure about the logic, but I got the trust going. So.
Okay, so you head off left, and you can sort of make it down. The corridor keeps going up, and near the end of the hallway, there's some kind of statue or something. It's hard to make out now.
How far is it away from us?
I'd say it's hard to tell. If you look at that unrevealed area, I'd say about 10 feet past that darkness. It's sort of hard to make out now. You can move up past it if you'd like to get closer.
I'll go up.
Okay.
Ditto.
I'm cautiously behind them the whole time.
So you guys approach. As soon as I can target people. There you go. And you guys are free to move you guys around here until we actually start combat. You can sort of do that as we go. So, yeah. And I will tell you, Gerald, unless you tell me something specific, Gerald, you're sort of following the group right now, sort of in the backish part of the back.
I just want to see if there's like any inscriptions or anything written on the statue.
Okay. So you guys get closer and you notice it is a statue of a dwarf. It is... Buckle, is your mic going crazy a little bit?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Is it still going crazy?
It's back to being good now.
It stopped. Okay, it stopped now. Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
There we go.
Okay, so again, it's a dwarven god, and sort of looks like it's got an eye on his sort of tabard. He is holding a lantern in one hand and a hammer in the other. And like an old school sort of lantern, so it's like a little square thing. He's carved out of marble. There's no runes per se, no writing. It's just a depiction of this god. It's a little like offering jar, sort of some kind of like bowl sort of at the feet of him, but nothing else that you guys can see just off the bat.
Do I recognize this dwarven god?
Make me a history check or a religion, your choice. Actually, history. Just history. Okay.
18.
Yeah, for sure. You recognize this as Marthamor Duin. Marthamor Duin. He is the dwarven deity of travel and protection.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. He typically is a deep dwarf.
See everything in his bowl?
No, it's just empty.
I'm gonna tip a gold piece in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a little prayer in dwarven.
Very good.
All right, I'll ask him what he's doing.
This is math more during.
I will. I'll type it for you here.
Math Mordwin. God of protection. Always a good luck to give.
It's okay.
It's a god of protection. It's always good karma to pray to these folk.
Well, I mean, I've never really done any of the god thing.
Couldn't hurt.
You know what? So, I mean, do you dwarves prefer gold or silver?
We prefer gemstones if you got them, but if no, whatever you have.
I'll just put in a gold.
Mm-hmm. Okay, mark that on your sheets.
I'll stick one in there too.
And then,
Alright.
as I'm sort of doing my Dwarven prayer, I am going to start ritual casting Detect Magic.
Okay.
I also put a gold in as everyone's doing, so.
Okay. So you wait about 10 minutes here,
Yeah.
and you do your detect magic. Pops up. You don't detect any magic off it. It does. It just seems like a regular room. You're getting some faint traces off of some of the other people in your party and some things, but nothing too crazy. Okay. So it's been about 10-15 minutes as you guys have investigated the statue, kind of looked it over. It is very well made, and you've put in your offerings here. Are you guys going to stay here for a bit more, or are you guys going to continue going the other way?
Is there anything else? Like, is there...
It's a dead end. It seems just to end at this statue.
If it's not magical, I'll just leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you head back the other way. Come on, buddy. All right. So you continue down. You see another bend in the road, and for brevity's sake here, I'm going to say that you guys sort of cautiously follow the path downwards here until you hit another intersection here. And you guys are kind of like this. Are you going to be going... It's hard to see. It's kind of dark in this sort of corner here.
Would I be able to see it with my dark vision?
So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, it looks like there's something etched on the wall. It's hard to read from your area, but it does end up sort of turning into sort of a dead end. But there is something etched there on the walls.
Is it because it's too high for us to see, or is it?
It's
just
not
so
not very large written. So you guys are about, I'd say, 20 feet away, and there's a couple runes, sort of some words or languages carved, sort of at the end of the hallway, on the left
Okay, I'll
hand
relay
side.
this to the party and Buckles and ask if it's worth looking at.
Does my Detect Magic flare up?
No detect magic, but there is something written there.
I'll take a look at it.
Okay, so buckles are going to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, as you get up here, let me do something real quick. You're gonna do an investigation check on the runes or a perception check.
Well, can I see them?
Yeah, now you can see them. They're very small, tiny. They can't really have a. I can't really make anything out. And as you step closer, you hear, right before you step, you notice two of the tiles are slightly raised.
Like, so farther down the hallway?
No, so let's say like the two tiles in front of you, right, like below the writing, are just a little bit higher than the other ones, and it seems a bit odd to you.
All right, I'm going to take a step back, and I'm going to poke them with the end of my hammer.
What's up, babe?
Ça va bien?
Yeah, what's up with you?
Didn't realize all the Power Rangers were pointing to you.
I didn't realize all the Power Rangers were pointing at me. That's a very awkward thing for them to do.
With the knives and
The Power Rangers were pointing at me with knives? That's a little phallic, if you ask me.
your son did that.
Yeah, I believe it. Okay, so you have to take a step back and you're going to poke it?
Yeah,
Okay, what are you poking it with?
the end of my hammer.
Okay, so you're about 5 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to make me a dex save.
It's fine. Dex is my best stat. apparently.
And Nala and Mare.
Oh no.
Dex
Even all my
save.
good rolls.
Yeah,
What am I doing here? Sorry.
dex save.
Dex save. No. Yes. I got this. Maybe. Yeah, I got this.
All right. So,
Saved by just that little bit.
okay. So you guys are each going to take Buckholz. You take 3 damage, and Nala, you take 3 damage as small little arrows shoot out from the wall. So where the words were written, that kind of you take. You don't take any. You pass your save. You dodge.
Just piercing damage?
It's just 3 piercing damage. Yeah. And so like where those words were written, that kind of cracked open as you pressed on the plate and shot out these little darts.
How high was how above par of the ground were they when they shot out?
They were like I'd say like 3 feet off the ground.
I want to crouch down to like 2.5 feet off the ground and poke them again, and like motion to my companions like get down.
All right, I duck down.
Okay, and
I drop.
I duck.
what's up, Kitty?
This makes you snore.
Okay, you good? How was your massage? Okay. Okay, so you press the trap, and another wave of darts shoots out over your head. You're safe.
Good night.
Good time.
Awesome.
Hey, where's my switches?
I don't know. It's you're doing weird porn thing.
This is our group interactive porn. I think
I know, it's
very,
weird.
It's very special.
Very weird.
Good times. All right. I love your shirt, by the way.
Dalen's in.
Okay. So yeah, it does shoot another set out.
Is there a way to get down the hallway without stepping on the tiles?
Yeah, the tiles are. So if you're looking right, the tiles are sort of right here, right before the writing. You don't see, from what you can see, any tiles sort of on the lower ends here this way. It just seems to be sort of around where that writing would be.
So we can continue down the left hallway?
Correct.
Not step on them?
Exactly.
I'll just relay to the party then. To not step on the tiles as we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Dalton's here.
You think if we keep pressing on the tiles, that maybe it'll run out of darts?
It's very
Maybe.
possible.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Morning, Dalton.
Do you need some darts? We can collect them.
We can totally collect them.
Oh.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Alright, give me a moment. I'm gonna again crouch down and just start just jabbing at it.
Okay. It keeps shooting waves and waves of darts, and yeah, I guess it gets about 10 waves of darts, and it keeps going. Yeah.
And keeps going.
Yeah.
Is that enough for you?
Yeah, that sounds good.
So you guys walk down to the end of the hallway where you expect the darts to be, and they're not there. There seems to be small holes where they would sort of get caught on the other side.
Damn.
Alright.
Question:
Worth a
How many
try.
people would be able to fit on a floating disc?
It's a 1 foot disc, right? So
Yeah.
you could fit one person on the floating disc, or if they held onto each other, right? 2 people, but you can't move it, right? It will follow you, sort of 10 feet behind you.
Oh, okay.
Right, so you can use it to like store or fact things, and if it goes over sort of any kind of drop, it will drop. Right, it only will hover sort of a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Problem is, it's a shame you can't get it to follow in front of you.
Yeah, you cannot. So there's the specifics on the spell itself are that the disc is immobile while you're within 20 feet of it. So it does not move if you're within 20 feet of it. The disc follows you, so it remains 20 feet within 20 feet of you. It can move across uneven terrain, up or down stairs, slopes alike, but it can't cross any elevation change of greater than 10 feet. So it can't be used to circumvent a pit.
That's not what I was thinking, but
I'm just reading you the description of the spell, right? It's it's a 3 feet diameter disc, so you could fit a couple of people on there, and it
Princess floating.
and it floats 3 feet above the ground.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sounds useful, but at the same time sounds like if I mess up, just everyone gets hit.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Dylan. How's it going, buddy?
Hey guys. Sorry guys, so my alarm did ring.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's all good. I figured we'd.
Happens to the best of us.
You haven't missed a whole lot. We've just been sort of slowly sort of crawling right now, going through this, and
We're
Can I
at a
take-
literal crawl.
yeah.
Can I take a look at that hallway and just see how far those raised tiles go to?
So, what do you mean the
Like, was it just those 2 raised tiles, or is it like it's just an entire hallway full of those tiles?
It's just these tiles here.
Is there anything beyond those tiles?
No, it's a dead end after that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, so it's got some, imagine if you got some writing at the edge of the thing and it's got some tiles sort of in front of it. So if you step close enough to be able to read it without like some kind of like looking device, you'll activate the tiles.
This place doesn't seem very conducive to left-hand turns. Must not have been dwarves that made it.
Or designed specifically to defeat dwarves, my friend.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe the left-handed dwarves.
That's right. Okay. So, you guys gonna continue?
Yeah.
Aye.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we're gonna give up right now and turn around.
Okay. That's good.
Dark's too much.
Makes my prep
I
so.
lied out. I gave up.
Couldn't go left.
Just burn the hallway.
Maybe we should all just like lay in our bellies and seal Team 6 it so there's more dark.
Yes.
That's right. So you guys get to the next corridor, and on the left is another statue. I'm going to fix your order, however you guys want to be right now. Yeah, so like this, like that, I guess. On the left is another statue of a different dwarven god. This god. Yeah, it's another dwarven god. Sort of. He looks like he's holding a piece of metal on an anvil, sort of hammering the anvil on the left-hand side.
Is this one magical at all?
No, it is not.
Would I recognize this one?
This is Morden.
Ah,
So it is a Morden, the god of creation
craft.
and
That's it.
yeah, creation and craft.
Does he have an offering bowl?
He does.
Beautiful. I'm gonna put another gold piece in that one and say an extended prayer to Morden.
As you do that, you hear sort of like a little like metallic sound off in the distance, sort of softly, and that's about it.
Cool.
Okay.
Do I know which way that sound came from?
Only Buckles hears it as he deposits the coin. It's like a small thing in the back of his mind. Nobody else hears anything.
Is there anything else here?
No, you can continue down the other way. There is another bend here.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, so you guys continue around, and as you get here, the hallway sort of reveals off to the edge, and you guys can see 60 feet, right? So 20, 40, 50, 60. See over here. Here you see in the corner, there is a skeleton that looks like it's been impaled by something, sort of in this corner here. Hold on. Here.
Can I go and take a closer look?
Yep. You're going to go investigate it?
Mm-hmm. You want me to roll an investigation?
I need you to roll an initiative check for me.
Okay.
Hold on a second. before you, let me just do something here. Okay, so click on initiative again on your character, Buckhold, and I'll change it to 9.
Me, Gerald.
Gerald, yeah.
Okay.
Just click on your character sheet and click initiative. Oh, sorry, you need to click on your token.
You can't do that in the app.
Okay. I can for him though.
I'm the poor guy here, remember?
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, as you start to get closer to the skeleton, it starts to move, and it looks like it's about to take a swing at you. You have
So
first.
you give me. So I get to go first?
You get to go first, yeah, absolutely.
Cool, I'm just gonna, I guess, just dab it in the face.
Go ahead and roll attack.
Does a 24 hit?
Yeah, so
I
you
would
rolled,
hope so.
You rolled an 18 plus strength proficiency. Yeah, man, roll some damage, buddy.
Not. Wait, what?
Oh, nice.
No, you roll damage, so that unfortunately doesn't count. You have to hit the damage
Okay, I
button.
clicked on the one. Oh, I clicked on the 1d6. I
Yeah,
don't know why that popped up.
but that was a nice natural 20.
Oh, damn.
Here, I can roll your damage for you.
Yeah, just like something. Like,
So I rolled a 7 for you. Do you want to take it?
well, let me see how long it takes me to get back in here.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'll roll.
Hey, go ahead.
Let me hold the down. Okay, so let me take a look. It's okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to take it because I'm having a little
That's fine. I don't mind rolling for you.
problem accessing my character sheet at the moment.
Yeah, no worries. Just give it a sec. So you step up and it sort of backs off, and you sort of take a swing at it and smack it in the shoulder. And as it's trying to stand and get the spear out of its chest, it takes a solid hit here, and it's going to roll an attack on you, and it's going to miss. It's going to roll a 7, so that's going to miss. And everyone else, make sure you click on your token, and you guys can roll initiative as well now for the next round.
Are we able to move past?
Sorry?
Are we able to move past?
Yeah, you have enough room to move past people and stuff.
I mean, like, can we move past the fight?
You can if you want. It's there. It might take a swing at you.
Yeah, fight. Not like I'm gonna do anything anyways.
You got this, man. You got this. Okay, turn order's up. So Matcha, what are you doing? I mean, Mare.
Alright, so I guess, just gonna move my 35 feet in.
5,
So-
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You can get right in front of it.
Okay, then let's do that. And then let's do the monk. No, that's the wrong one. I rolled the wrong one first. I meant to roll this one first. There we go. 12 for the quarter staff hit.
Okay.
Does that hit?
12 does not hit, I don't think.
Okay. Do you want me to re-roll the unarmed to strike, or do you want to take the one that's there?
Take the one that's
15?
there. 15 is fine.
15, so that hits.
Let me double check. No, 15 misses.
Okay, then I am good, I think.
Okay. Next up, Dallin. What are you doing, buddy? Dalen,
Huh?
what are you doing?
I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah, the music is up kind of high. I'm having a hard time hearing y'all.
Okay, so you just need to right click on the Groovy bot and mute it. Click on the Groovy name in the chat on Discord.
Okay, I just rolled it down and just kind of muted it.
Yeah, that's fine. You won't get ambient music, but that's fine. Dalen, can you hear us?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you're up, buddy. What are you doing?
Right. Running around the corner,
Yeah.
looking at. Everyone's fighting something. So let's cast a little guiding bolt at that thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
All right. Oh, 12 doesn't hit, I think.
No, 12 doesn't hit.
Shit. Bonus action. Nope, that's it. That's all I can do. That's my turn.
Okay.
I feel you.
I put Nala and Matcha. Matcha, what's your dex?
I have a +2.
I do.
on
I
dexterity.
have a 1.
Okay, so Matcha, you're up next then.
All right. I'm just gonna move my 30 feet.
Yeah. So you can just count the squares. Don't use the foot tracker.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
five squares. So you can be. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold an action, an attack, just in case anything comes near. But
Hold an attack. Got it. So that's up. Nala, what are you up to?
I'm gonna move 30 feet.
30, 5,
I guess
10,
there?
15, 20, 25, 30.
Here?
I think you can get here, right? 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you're right next to Matcha.
Okay. And I will chuck a javelin at it.
Do you have a javelin left?
Got 3.
I think I've been keeping track of them. Yeah.
I don't know, because Buckholz threw a couple last night.
I told her.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, just making sure. Alright, yeah, go ahead. Make the attack. That's 21, that hits.
Nice. Where do I?
Click on the actual word javelin. Okay, so you throw the javelin, and there's a lot of people in front of you. Gerald's there, Myre's there, and it slams at the skeleton, but it kind of like goes through a couple bones and like hits, but doesn't like do a ton of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the end of his turn. Buckholz.
I'm going to use my movement on my stubby little dwarf legs to get up down the hallway. I'm just going to shoot it with a firebolt.
Okay, go ahead.
Nope.
Again, there's a lot of people in front of you trying to go through like 4 of your friends without hitting anybody. You kind of like
All right.
putting your
That's
hand
just
up.
all I can do. But I'm able to tell from this distance, is he a dwarf skeleton, human skeleton?
I would say doesn't look like that. He looks more orky, maybe make me a perception check. Yeah, I'd say it. Again, you haven't seen a lot of skeletons like this before, but it doesn't look humanoid. It's a little bit larger. I'd say more, maybe even like a orc or a bugbear, maybe.
Mm.
All right. That's all I
Okay,
can do.
very good. Gerald, what are you doing? You got this skeleton right in front of you, buddy.
Well, I'm just gonna do roughly what I did before, but I'm also gonna use my bonus action due to Polearm Master and also hit it with the backside of my weapon.
Okay, so make an attack roll.
Okay. Does a
13.
13 hit?
No, it does not.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Make another. So do you get another bonus attack? Is that how it works, or?
Yeah, basically it says that I basically hit it with the back end of the pole arm,
Okay.
and it just does a D4 plus my strength.
Okay, so make another attack roll then.
So
You can just hit the same. Yeah, that's fine. That is a
Another
12. What's your plus to hit on that? Sorry, 8 plus 4? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so that misses as well. He's kind of like, it's not like you're missing so much as like you're stabbed with your spear and you swing with your spear, and it's mostly bone, right? There's a lot of like armor and stuff on him, but you're kind of swiping in places that aren't sort of very solid, so you're not really connecting very well. Okay, it is the bugbear's turn. So he is going to let me just check something here real quick. I want to confirm something. Melee weapon deals 1 extra hit die of its damage if it hits with it. Okay. So he is going to take a swing at the closest target, which is Mare. Nope, that's not what I'm doing. I'm going to click this. Mare does an 18 hit.
Just hits.
Okay, so he's going to swing at you with sort of like this spiked sort of metallic club, and you're going to take 7 damage.
Alright, that deletes all my temp hit points and only takes 1 HP from me.
Alright. And that is the end of its turn. Saren, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna move up pretty much all my movement.
What 30, 35?
30.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you can get right, you can sort of squeeze past Matcha and get sort of up here.
Okay, does that put me in melee range?
No.
Okay. I'll cast Sacred Flame then.
Okay. So DC 14?
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom save?
Dex.
Dex saving throw? It rolls a 19.
Oh yeah, it's safe.
Alright. Very good. Mare, you're up. Anything else, Saren, or is that it?
No.
Okay.
Let's do it up. Punchy punch. Well, staff hit first. 21.
That hits.
Let's go. 9 bludgeoning.
So you smack this thing down across its head and dislodge its head, and the eyes fade out, and it goes limp, and the skeleton falls apart.
Telling you, this girl's dangerous.
So I took it out in 1 hit?
No, a couple of people did some damage to it, so...
Well, yeah, that's true. So, but that gives me my temp hit points back, right?
Yes, it does.
Sweet.
Does.
hey, I stabbed it too.
That's true. That's true.
You did.
That's true, you did.
Okay.
Alright.
So it kind of
take
falls
it out.
apart, and you kind of look at it, and definitely after further investigation, it's a bugbear. Nothing really else on him except for some really ratty armor and a sort of kind of rusty morning sort of spiked club. Metallic spiked club. Now that you're sort of all here, you can see towards the end of the hallway. And
Can I take a look at the spear or the thing that had him impaled to the wall?
yeah.
Also, does anyone have a shield?
Mm-mm.
Shield?
Yeah, a shield.
I'm using a shield.
Can I cast light on it?
I already have a sword shop.
Oh.
Dalton has a torch up.
You can cast light on my staff if you want.
Sure.
Can
There
I
you go.
cast-
Works for me.
Okay, so you have a light source in the front and a light source in the back, and you have some dark vision, so you have a good spread.
It's a
Thank you.
lightsaber now.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, it does kind of glow. It's pretty awesome. So you guys can see that you look at the spear that was impaled to. It looks like it was in very old, broken spear head made out of a rock, maybe. Again, very old, kind of ancient. And the wood is actually broken in half. It looks like the weight of the body as it was impaled broke the spear in half.
So the only thing that's salvageable is the head.
A spearhead, yeah. Correct.
Well, I don't know why, but I have a feeling that I should take this.
Okay. Go ahead.
Being a smith, would Buckholz know if this is of dwarven make? Ancient dwarven?
No, it does not look dwarven at all. It looks much too crude. You would not. It does not look like something your people would make. Okay. So, you guys head around the corner, and for the sake of some brevity here, I'm going to do some things here. I'm going to do this. So you guys can pick your order here. Off on one side, there seems to be a crate on the right hand side, and then the path continues off left.
You had me at crate.
It's an opened crate, sort of on its side. Doesn't look like there's anything in it. Looks like there might have been stuff. It's very old. Do you want to get up close and take a look at it?
No, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand to
Okay.
check it.
So the mage hand, as the mage hand kind of touches it, it sort of kind of crumbles and sort of falls apart. It doesn't look like it's very sturdy. It looks like it might have been left here by somebody a long time ago and sort of disintegrated and fell apart and was sort of a giant pile of mush. It's hard to tell, but it's kind of just like looks like really rotting kind of old wood.
Okay, I'll go check it.
Yeah. So you take a look at it. Nothing of note on here. It looks like, again, somebody had put some stuff here, stored some stuff, and it kind of fell apart.
Okay. I'll relay that to everyone then.
Okay.
Okay. Keep
So-
going.
Yeah, you keep going. There is another sort of corner here off to the right. You notice there is another... instead of this set as a carving in the wall, again, it looks like a picture of an eye. They're very similar to the eye that you had seen on the first sort of dwarven statue, of the god Marthamor Duin. So it's very similar to that eye sort of etched into the wall. Nothing else of note on there. Just an
If
eye
I
in the
touch
wall.
the eye, does anything happen?
No. It's not hollow, it just seems to be etched there. You notice it's very well done, though. It definitely looks like somebody spent a lot of time sort of carving into that part, but nothing particular. Excuse me.
Just for fun, as I'm touching the eye, I'm gonna cast cantrip on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna make the eye glow, nice teal color.
Okay, very nice. It looks really cool. It sort of reflects off of... after you've done that, you kind of notice that it's kind of shaped... It reflects off of the ceilings and around. It's sort of almost like this pattern of light that's sort of reflecting off the wall. Very pretty. Nothing specific, but just it looks like maybe this was something that they would shine lights at or have highlighted it. It looks like it's kind of made to reflect light. So,
Do we have that light? Give it a shine.
All right, so you give it a shine, and it just seems to amplify and work with what you've already done. It doesn't do anything specific, and I'd say by this point your detect magic's pretty much wearing off, but it doesn't seem to be magical in any way. It seems to be more of an optical illusion, very finely crafted into the wall to sort of reflect on other sort of more shined surfaces around it.
I'm just gonna take a mental note, see if I can use it in my crafting later.
Sure.
Maybe you should, no, pray to it, seeing as this is a symbol, you know, kind of related to that dwarven god we saw earlier.
Alright, I will bow down on one knee towards the eye. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna make it glow with a nice sort of golden light and just say a silent prayer to give us safe passage.
Okay. And then you guys are going to continue on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you continue on, and you hit sort of a road. The path sort of weaves and winds as you go, and there's a long sort of corridor. You guys make your way following this, and you continue to follow it, and it sort of curves around. You seem to feel like you're walking in circles almost. It's very confusing. The elevation sort of starts to dip a bit, or you feel like it's dipping maybe, and just keep feeling like it's a left turn, a right turn, no breaching pathways, until finally, after a little bit, you hit sort of a T intersection in the road there.
We go right this time.
I mean, the dwarf did say left.
I did. Can I see what's down the right-hand side?
You can see that it's another T. From where you can see, it sort of veers off to the left and to the right.
Well, left hand seems to lead us towards my old gods. The right hand towards skeletons and darts. So, I think it's working.
Alright.
Which way you guys heading?
I think we're gonna go left.
Yeah, I was
Left?
gonna say, like,
Yeah.
All right. So you guys move into the left passageway, and it continues down for a bit, and then. Sorry. Let me just track where you're going here. Okay. Perfect. So, what's your marching order again? Because I moved you guys around a bit.
I'm in the very back.
I'm in the middle.
I'm towards the front.
All
I'm
right.
towards the back in the middle.
All right. Buck, you in the front?
Yeah, Nala was in front and I was right behind her.
Okay. So kind of like
I think it was kind of like there.
Yeah.
kind of like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a daisy.
All right. This looks good for everybody.
Oh, Gerald was in the back though, he said. Like taking up the rear.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
I don't want to stab anyone by accident, you know.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So you guys move down the hallway, and as you get to about here, you guys hear a click.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Are we quick enough to?
Well, now you've heard the click. What are you guys doing? Are you guys stopping? Are you gonna dodge? What are you doing?
I'm dodging.
I'm gonna
Dodge.
stand
Yeah.
stock still.
I'm gonna
and duck.
go to the side and dip down. That's on the wall.
Okay, so you're gonna dip down.
Dalen's just standing very still in the middle of the group, just asking, did anybody hear that?
Okay, Buckles, what are you doing? You're standing still.
I'm gonna crouch a little bit,
Okay.
but I'm gonna stand exactly where I am.
Nala, what are you doing?
I'm gonna dive to the side and lie down on the ground.
Okay, so as soon as Nala dives to the side, a large boulder comes crashing down, and Buckholz, Saren, and Nala, you guys need to make athletics checks.
How big is this boulder and how fast is it going?
I would say it's a 10-foot wide sort of 10 foot by 5 foot sort of section of the ceiling that's just slid down.
It's rolling towards us.
No, it's falling straight from above you. So the ceiling is about 20 feet high, and it's just like it's start falling. So you guys made my dex saves here.
Athletic checks, did you
Athletics
say?
checks, yeah.
Why did I roll 3?
I don't know. That's impressive.
I don't know. That's
You are that athletic.
I clicked it once.
All right.
So are we all rolling athletics?
No, you're in the back, so you're not in range of this. Just the 3 in the front.
Why did I roll guidance?
What was that?
Let me see. Oh, okay.
You click on the word
I don't know
athletics.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with guidance. It did it with guidance. That's good. Okay, you guys are all safe. You dodge out of the way. The rock lands. There is now a 4-foot high sort of rock right here, but you guys manage to avoid that falling rock as you go.
Am I on the other side?
You're in front. Everyone else is behind because you dived forward.
Okay.
But yeah,
Can I climb over it?
yeah. It's only about 4. It's about 4 feet high, so you're not. It's
Okay.
it does sort of fill the hallway, but it's not. You guys could sort of climb over it if you wanted to.
All right.
Do I see anything down this way? Like, to continue?
You see that the hallway ends and it sort of curves off to the side here, this way.
I'm definitely gonna start climbing over.
Okay.
Same.
Same.
So is one of your gods a boulder?
Oh, probably.
I just, that comment you said before we took this turn.
I mean, we do in our own way worship the stone. For it's how we were all forged. We the dwarves.
All right. So you get to another T intersection, and off to your left is another statue. Okay, this one is the same god. This is the god Moradin, again in a different pose. Again, off sort of. I guess more. He's right over here. Okay, at the end of the hallway, and it continues off sort of south.
I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to give him that gold piece, say a little prayer. I'd also like to investigate for any kind of mechanisms, just in case.
Okay, make me an investigation check.
And can my little rogue help me with that?
Yeah, with advantage, it's fine.
17.
No mechanics that you can see, but you do notice an etched initial of an A, sort of on the back part of it.
Is it a familiar-looking A?
It does look familiar to you, yeah. But this statue, based on what you're seeing, looks very, very old. Like maybe like 1,000 years old plus.
Jeez.
Like old. Yeah. So, and that's pretty much what you can kind of gather from it. Again, this time he's actually like, so the other one had his hammer raised. This one had him sort of with sort of another sort of rock sort of thing, sort of doing some kind of blacksmithing, sort of bathing of the weapon or something of that sort. It's just sort of in progress of creating.
As I pray, I'm going to make his forging hammer glow a nice hot red.
Okay, very cool. Okay, so you guys you have an option. You can continue to go into the right, which is where we're kind of going to go. Here, so for the sake of brevity, we will do this and this, And this. And this. And this. Okay, so you guys sort of head around down south, and you make it sort of around here. There's another statue. Again, this seems to be a recurring theme here. It's these two gods in different poses. This one is the first god, the god of safe travels. This time with a spyglass, sort of looking off to the pace on one side here. Yeah.
Is the spyglass staring straight down the hall?
It's actually looking off, I would say, to, I guess the left, east, west.
Okay. We don't see any tunnels going that way?
No.
Alright. I'll just say another quick prayer for safe passage.
Yeah. You guys head over here, and as you're walking, make me a perception check, whoever is sort of walking here. Nala, you're in front. Make me a perception check.
Okay. I don't know why I keep rolling more than one.
It's just impressive. So we'll stay with 11. So you notice about 10 feet away that there is a demonic goat head carved into the wall here, on the side. Not that.
Do I see any like plates in front of it? Like
No.
they're, like full floor things?
No, it doesn't look like they're plates or anything per se, but it definitely looks like it was carved in. Buckholz, you notice that the carving quality of this does not look nearly as good as what you had seen in the past. This looks, I would say, more recent, maybe. It's still old, but like, yeah, definitely not sort of as old as the statues. I think maybe 200-300 years, maybe, if not younger, and less detailed. Like the little nuances that the statues had, this doesn't have.
I spit on it.
Yeah, cool.
Looks much better.
Dwarf symbol.
Wait.
I take it this isn't a dwarf symbol.
You ever seen a dwarf look like that?
Who knows what time of year you're into?
How dare you?
Looks like this temple's been hijacked at some point.
All right.
Do you think the gods might give us, a token or boon for getting them out of their sanctuary?
Can I paint a mustache on it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I carve a mustache on the
Yeah.
goat head?
Yeah, you can absolutely.
He defaces this area, we deface him.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you paint this wonderfully goatish mustache on the goat figure. It looks beautiful. Very good job.
I don't know, I think you kind of did the goat a favor.
And you guys continue down the hallways here. And again, I'll be brief. It's a big map, I'm sorry. And you make it sort of to this corridor, and there's another T section here. One heading off to the left, and you have another one that sort of breaches off. Come on. Oh, fuck me. Nala!
What?
Your portrait was blocking my cursor from revealing map locations here. So is Matcha, but so you guys head down, and it's still very dark in here, very sort of creepy. You start to see as you go a little bit more sort of scuffings, and it seems like this, I don't know if it's seeing a little bit more use or something, but something's been doing something to the architecture, it's a little bit more damaged in this section for sure. You had a T-path in the intersection. You can go left or you can go right. Again, the right seems to veer off into two separate directions here. There is another statue off to the right, up over around here.
I mean, obviously left is going to be a dead end. But I kind of want to see what's down there.
Can't hurt to check.
Let's go.
All right, to the left.
I'll keep an eye out on the floor, just in case any more tiles try to trip us.
So you head left, and it goes around, and it goes around, and it goes around here. And here, at the end of this sort of hallway, is part of a collapse, like the walls kind of collapsed in a little bit in this area. So make me an investigation check as to what you guys see here. Or a perception check, or investigation or perception. If you guys are actually going to go up in front and touch it and see if you can see what's in there.
I'll do it if you. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a little bit of guidance, everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So while the wall has collapsed here, you do see what seems to have been underneath it was one of the statues that seems to have been broken. It's another statue of the gods, but this one's broken. And there is the offering bowl underneath, which is now sort of partially covered. And based on that investigation check, Saren, I'll say that in the bowl, you actually see there is a handful. It's under some rubble, but you sort of move some of the rubble around. You see there's a large handful of gold coins.
I'll place a coin in and tell Buckles what it is, that it's a broken statue.
I'd say whoever did this will pay, but I think they already have.
Okay.
I'm just wondering why the bowl is so full. Maybe it's not someone we should be paying respects to, considering who the last inhabitants of this tunnels probably are.
I feel bad taking the gold, though.
I mean, I'm not saying take it, but at the same time, should we hail them?
Is it one of the dwarven statues or one of the goat-headed?
It looks like it's one of the dwarven statues that's sort of been collapsed under. It's hard to tell, but it does look at the same sort of style. You basically can see the feet and legs only, but it's higher quality.
Okay. Well, then never mind then.
Okay,
Back home, when we pray to the statues of the gods, we know that they can hear us through the figures that we create. But if there's no statue, I'll ask that can he hear us, and I take the gold.
Okay. That's fine. So you have a bag of, we'll say there's 55 gold pieces. So 55 gold worth of platinum and gold coins.
Dang.
So
I'll
we're
smite that for a
taking
moment.
it.
Buckholz grabbed it, yeah.
And then I'll say a little dwarven prayer. Thanks.
Okay.
A boon from the gods.
You can't hear us anymore. There's no point in asking for guidance. The statue's been destroyed.
I'll have to remember that.
Very good. What are you guys doing?
Back the way we came, I guess, and down, I guess, the other way that wasn't like a dead end.
Okay, so again, statue on the left, another offering bowl, another statue.
Is that one intact?
Yeah, that one is intact.
I guess we should have a look.
Yeah, take a look at it.
Yeah, so that one again is the that is the god Thor. Well, I'm never going to say his name. Why did I pick this god? Martha More Duin. Statue of him in a different pose.
Well, Buckholz, I feel you have the gold for our team's donation here.
I'll put another piece in and say another prayer.
Okay. You do that.
What's this statue doing?
This one is, he seems to be grabbing a handful of dirt on the ground. So it's like in the act of picking up some dirt and looking at it.
Interesting. Is there dirt around the statue?
No, it just made like it looks, because of how detailed this is, it automatically sort of, you get that sense from it. It's sort of, it's not brown, it's all white, but it's still, it looks like he's scooping up maybe sand, but like dirt or sand.
Okay.
You guys come down the corridor, and there is another statue here. This one has been collapsed completely. There's feet and just rubble.
Check the bowl.
This one is empty. The bowl did survive the collapse, but there is like you can't even tell which god this was. This is just basically some toes.
I wrote the toe for good luck.
All right. So again, we'll try to stay brief here on some of these things. You guys are going to head down these corridors here, staying alert, being careful as you move, not moving too quickly. And here, as you get close, we'll do this here. Okay, I'll come back and grab you. You see, as you're coming around the corner, a water fountain. It's a dwarven statue with water running out of the dwarf, sort of over him and flowing through his clothes into water at his feet, and he's standing in a pool of water. This is the god of exploration again. This is Mar Thamor Duin.
Is there anything in the water?
No. It seems like... actually, make me an investigation check.
Okay.
You do find a gold coin, sort of up and around behind the back.
I'll take it.
Okay.
And then put it back in.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
They put it back in the front, clearly in the pool.
Totally your legitimate first cum donation.
Yeah. All right. So very cool. So you guys see the corridors continue off sort of around this sort of statue. It does seem like it's, again, the water's continuously running. You don't know where it's sort of coming out of, really, because he's up against the wall, but it's just water flowing all over his body down into this sort of pool collecting there.
I'm going to cast Shape Water just to freeze all that water. I don't know what's going to happen.
Before he does, can
do
I
it.
try and drink some?
Yeah. You can try to drink some.
Does it look dirty or clean?
No, it's clean water. You feel refreshed. Nothing that you can perceive specifically currently at this point. But it does taste almost cold, like to the, like, you know, it's a normally warm day and like river water would be like room temperature. This seems like refreshing, like cold, like a iced water almost.
Well, I guess we keep moving because it's frozen now.
And then matcha freezes it. Or is it?
At least they have decent piping.
Yeah. So what you cast mold water, you're freezing the pit and freezing the water on him?
Yeah.
Okay. As you do that, so the water freezes and it continues to flow over the ice, and now it's flowing onto the ground and sort of around, slowly but steadily onto the floor.
You're gonna flood the tunnels.
Behind us.
Slowly, but steadily.
For the next hour, at least.
Yeah, it's not super quick, but it's definitely, now the floor is wet, I would say, for a decent amount of area.
Well, no sneaking through that area for a while.
So you guys head down the corridor some more. And there is a collapsed section off to your right. This sort of almost blocks a good portion of the tunnel right around here. This looked like there's some arches here. This looks like this may have been... you can see some stairs leading upwards, but they all seem to be collapsed in at this point. This possibly could have been another way in or another exit, but there are some very large rocks blocking it now. As you continue, there is again another statue, this time of Moradin. This time he is looking with like something in front of his hand, like a blowing some wind direction. There, off to the side.
I'll do my usual jam.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you guys get to 6. An archway which opens up into a very large room. It's dark, but it is a very large room right now.
Okay, I pull the hood up on my lamp.
Okay. So you kind of extend the light. So again, 5, 10, 15. I will reveal this much.
No.
So it is a very large room compared to what you guys have seen.
Is.
Very intricately detailed ceiling. It looks like it could have been some kind of hall of sorts. It is almost has a smell of, I don't know what to describe. It would be sort of like a very dry smell. Almost like the air is stale a little bit in this room. Hasn't been moved around in much. Yeah.
Can I hear anything in it as we go?
It's very eerily quiet. You kind of just hear breathing and sort of echoing.
Is there anything in here like pillars or furniture or...
No, and what's weird about this room is for the size and the height of the ceilings, 20-foot ceilings, you would think that there would be some kind of support structures, but it is a wide open chamber, so somehow the roof is cantilevering off itself to hold itself up, or it's dug in maybe just to the rock itself, so it doesn't need to be supported, but there's no supports anywhere.
By my beard. I'm gonna go in the room and just kind of take a look along the walls.
Yeah.
Watch for the
ceiling,
tiles.
see what I can find.
So you're gonna move. Hold on. Okay, so Buckholz enters the room. As you sort of walk around the room, slowly inspecting and being careful as you go, you don't notice any traps or any markings, but you do notice, for the first time, 5 doors, all locked, in place.
What are they made of?
They are, the same sort of reinforced ancient wood that you saw on the in smart door. Let's call it the smart door. With steel strapping on it. No faces or helmets or anything on that. Simple handles with locks on all the doors.
I would like to go up to one of them and knock on it
You knock on the door.
With the spell?
with the hammer.
Nothing happens.
And you said it's locked?
Mm-hmm. Did you use your knock thingy, or are you just knocking normally? Just so I know.
My knock thingy?
I thought you had a thing, the spell that.
I was going to take knock. I did not end up taking it.
Okay, so just a normal knock. Yeah, okay. Just making sure. Okay, so you knock. Yeah, and it's quiet.
Is there a keyhole?
There is a keyhole. Yes.
Don't we have a key? Someone has a key.
I think
Oh,
Sarah
it's for
does.
the end.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's also over here.
Oh, okay. I'll toss him the key.
If you guys,
Okay.
where did you get that key again? Remind me when I gave that to you.
Wasn't that from
It
the
was
succubus?
fake Susan.
Yeah.
That's right. Correct. Yes. Okay. Not the one I was thinking of. That's fine. No, you try the key. The key that you have is much smaller than these holes. These seem to be larger, more arcane, they're older, more simplistic, if you will. The key you have is much fancier.
I'm going to try all the doors just to see if I can notice anything about the locking mechanism.
So you try the doors. They don't seem necessarily like any different. They don't move when you try to sort of open them per se.
Okay.
They look like they can be broken.
They might be. Yeah, you can give it a try.
I'll try and I'm gonna break my weapon. What is the door made out of again?
It's hardwood and strapped steel, or iron. Actually, maybe some kind of metal. We're not really sure.
Alright. Before I do that, can anyone pick lock? No.
Nope.
Alright,
Can I
I'll
just
try
take a
and
look
Yep.
through one of the keyholes that's not being assaulted?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there are, just for your description, since you can't see the map, there are 3 doors on the western side of the
If
room.
you're
Can't hear
speaking,
you.
we can't hear you.
Yeah, you mute it.
Well.
See what polite vaping does to you?
Hello.
Sorry, Gerald. Yes. So there are 3. Just to give you a visual here, Gerald. The room is quite large. I'd say it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 29 there. 80, 85. So I'd say 90 by like 120 feet wide. Okay. There are 3 doors about 10 feet apart on the west wall of the room, and then there are 2 doors to the north of the room. One sort of in the northeast and one sort of almost due north.
Okay, I just want to look through each keyhole that I can, going from pretty much left to right.
Okay. You look through the keyholes. It's very black on the other side. Can't really perceive anything. You make a perception check to see, maybe? Yeah, roll me a perception check.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Let me see, so I can just get a read of this.
Mm-hmm.
The range on that's 120 feet.
Right.
Can I put my dancing lights in the room to brighten it up so I can see?
So the dancing lights can't pass through objects, as far as I'm aware. And they're about torch size, so they need to fit, I think. I would say they're too big to go through the doors.
Okay.
You would know this.
Fair enough. I knew it was a stretch, but hey.
Yeah. No, they wouldn't necessarily fit through the doors.
Alright, I'm gonna start
Anything else?
hacking at one room.
So you said have me roll a what?
Perception check to see if you notice anything specific when you're looking through them.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna ritual cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to roll the Constitution.
It's okay. Yeah, you don't really notice anything. It's kind of dark in there, Joe. So you're going to cast Unseen Servant. Got it. Nala, you're going to try to kick down, or hack down, kick down. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Which one?
The third one here.
You can move yourself. Okay. So make me a strength check.
Oh, that's a save, sorry.
That's fine. I'll take the roll. It's a 15 though.
Okay.
You and what are you hitting it with? Your +4.
Yeah.
So 19. That's fine. And what are you hitting it with? Your hammer or your bladed weapon?
With my maul.
Okay. So you smack in the door, and the door kind of reverberates and creaks, and you hear a crack a little bit, and it slams open.
Oh, okay. What's on the other side?
Over here, you see a corridor, and another corridor heading south. In here, you see another statue with a small bag below it.
I'll go and investigate the bag while looking for traps and loose stones.
I'll
Okay.
watch your back.
Like that.
Make me an investigation check. Seems perfectly safe to you.
Okay, go ahead then.
You walk in and we open the bag, and you look inside, and it's kind of dark. You don't really see anything in the bag per se.
Can I reach in?
Yeah. So you reach
Can I
in.
go over her shoulder and shine my light instead before she reaches in? Like, put my staff really close to it?
Yeah.
Because it still has the light spell on it. Can
Yeah.
she see then?
It seems it's just very dark in there still. The light sort of goes
Okay.
in a little bit. So you're
Put my
gonna
hand in.
you put your hand in and it goes in.
I feel anything?
Nothing right now.
Okay.
How big is the bag?
I'd say it's about maybe a 6-inch bag.
Okay.
And I would say you've got at least, I'd say, up to your elbow into it right now.
Okay.
Damn.
Alright. I'll keep feeling around. If I don't feel anything, I'll just
You keep feeling it, and as you do it, your arm goes sort of deeper into the bag at this point. You can pretty much stick all of your arm into the bag.
okay. If I keep going,
Yeah, you
does
keep
it go
going.
deeper?
Yeah, it kind of goes deeper. It's pretty deep. It's a pretty damn deep bag.
Turn
Alright.
it inside out.
Yeah.
I'll turn it inside out.
It just turns inside out.
There's nothing in there?
No,
It's empty.
Okay.
Nice bag, though.
it is a empty. So in your inventory, you can add an empty bag of holding into your inventory.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Now we can definitely take the booze.
You can take anything we want.
As you look south, you notice that the other doors here, you can see the backs of the doors now.
Oh, okay.
There is some rubble in the way. It looks like there's a square, I would say a square block of rubble sort of behind this door.
Mhm.
And then another one sort of over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
is there any way I can get over here?
Yeah, they're about the same sort of rubble you saw before, like the 4 foot by 10 foot wide sort of block.
I go over there and start knocking on the door.
Make me a dexterity save. An athletics check.
Okay. Both?
Just you.
Which one?
Athletics is fine.
Ooh. Wait, what the? How do I have negative?
I didn't see your roll, so I don't know who you rolled it to. So there you go.
I have like a -4 on there?
You have negative. You have -4
Yeah,
athletics.
like-
What's your
Whoa,
strength?
my stats are gone.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
the door's cursed.
Oh.
do, you,
No.
You broke your sheet.
do you remember your stats?
Let's see. Stats. Oh shoot. Stats. Okay. I had 11 for strength. 14 for dex. 14 for constitution.
Strength.
15 intelligence. 14 for wisdom and 16 for charisma.
Okay.
Okay. So, would that be 5? I had 6.
6. Okay. So you're trying to like jump over and trying to knock on the door, and meanwhile this large chunk of rock falls from the ceiling, kind of similar to where you're at, and it's gonna smack you in the back. And you're gonna take 5 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as you sort of kind of dodge it, and it hits you sort of in the top shoulder as it falls, and you're like, "Ow!" But now there is another sort of piece of rock sort of blocking a lot of where this area is. So you can try to go back the way you came. Or
Yeah,
you
I'm
can,
gonna try to go back.
You can try the door, or you can try to go back. Either way, it's up to you.
I'm gonna try to go back the way I came.
Okay. So you head back. As you get over here, on top of it, you hear something. There's another rumbling, and you can need to make me another athletics check. And you dive
Oh, God.
and get smacked. Oh. You dive and gets. I can't click on you. These small things here, and you're gonna take another 6 bludgeoning damage as you dive over this thing. As another rock hits you in the back here, and now this entire sort of section seems to be now all collapsed in here.
Got through.
You did. What do you guys do?
Do the rest of us know that this is happening behind the
You
door?
guys heard some large bangs. For sure. Like one heard like a bang and like a cough, and then like a like another pause, and then like another and like another ah. Like
Do we see that from over here?
yeah, you guys definitely saw him like
Okay.
jump over it, and then like the rocks fell down, and then he sort of scrambled back, climbing over the rocks, and another one fell and sort of smacked him as he's trying to climb back over the rocks to where he was.
Murray's like, "Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
We found something interesting over here, but we should probably get back."
Yeah, I'm wary of rocks falling and everyone dying.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll make my way out over here.
Okay, so you guys reassemble in the room here. What do you guys do?
Should we go try the other doors?
I'm gonna give one of the other doors a great big whack, like Nala did.
Which one? The left one or the right one?
The left.
Give it a big, make me a strength check.
Oh, boy.
If you're hitting it with your hammer, I'll let you roll an attack roll. How's that?
Sorry, let me roll what?
Roll an attack roll on the door with your hammer.
Better.
15. Okay. You whack the door open. It again creaks and slides right open. After you take a look at what you just kind of did, and you realize that the doors don't actually necessarily look like they're locked per se. They just look like they haven't been opened in a very long time. So the hinges seem sort of almost seized. Now that you can see the backside of the door and the hinges themselves.
Is there anything through the door?
You see a corridor. The corridor continues and arcs off to the right.
I'm gonna head in.
All right. Buckholz, you guys hear a large noise, and Buckholz hammers the northern door and starts to head in. What do you guys do?
I'll follow along.
Me too, but cautiously.
Okay. This is so frustrating. There you go. Okay. Anybody else? Is everyone?
I'm always following. I'm always following the action.
Guess I'll follow.
All right. So you guys go to follow, and you get to another corridor here, and it sort of tees off at this point.
Before we go up, can I give the last door a whack?
Yeah, you can. Make me another attack roll. Yeah.
19.
Smacks open here and reveals 3 sort of corridors here.
Are they all? Oh, I see.
Oh, okay. So let's check out this area because there's like 2 probably dead ends over here.
What's on the left?
You kind of hard making it out, but you get a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On the left, you see another statue of the god. This is Marthamor Duin, and he's back towards you. So it's his
Okay,
back.
God is back to me?
Yeah, facing the wall.
Do you have an offering bowl?
He does.
I will just put in a gold piece, pray to him.
Okay.
I guess I'll inspect it to see if there's anything noteworthy.
Okay. As you inspect it, you notice that sort of I'd say make me a perception check. So you pick up, like, after coming into this corridor, that you sort of see a small sound or smell of smoke, like burnt smell. Can't really take it, but it's something that's new in these corridors. Definitely smells like something has burnt or has caught on fire, or doesn't. You can't tell if it's new or recent, but it's definitely get that odor of sort of fire, if you will. You look over onto the other side here. Whoops. Are you going to go look to the right hand side?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay. So you guys look off to the right, and you can see there's another statue here. This one is looking to the west, with his hand on the wall, sort of resting.
Is it one of the gods we come to recognize now from the
Correct.
their many appearances?
This is Marden again.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow them into that hallway and just gonna ask, like, "Do you guys find anything?"
He just sees me praying.
He does. So you walk in, and Buckholz is praying. We have Nala and Gerald here. Yeah.
I probably stepped up to watch his back a little bit, just in case. Too many traps in this for my liking.
Okay. So you asked, did you guys find anything? Who are you asking to? You just saying into the general, or?
Just generally anyone.
So far, nothing but dead ends, like normal.
I may have found a concussion.
Okay. So you finish praying. What are you guys doing? Where are you guys heading?
Down, I guess, the yeah.
That way?
And the only real way to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys head down through this corridor, around some sheep steps, and there, being cautious and careful, you reach a door.
Is it locked?
Well, you don't know if it's locked or if it's still closed, but it's definitely not open.
I try to open it.
You try to open it, and it definitely seems sort of stuck.
Try really hard to open it.
You crack the door open, and you see a room. Another massive room. In the center of the room is a statue of both gods that you had seen, right in the middle, staring at one another. 3 empty bowls below them, if it lets me do it. Okay, 3 empty bowls, equidistant, at their feet. Doors all around. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Alrighty then. I must know more.
Those statues are a clue, and I have not smart enough to know what.
Yeah, we probably should have been like taking account of the way they were pointing and stuff like that. Or
Just left.
Do you remember
Also-
the spyglass was pointing in this general direction, I think?
well,
And the
why are
one that
there
has
3
back-
bowls?
I don't know, the one that had its back turned to us is also facing this room.
So it was all leading here, maybe. But then, why are there 3 bowls?
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll
There's
find
also
out
one
next
that
week.
Fuck it up.
was like lifting dirt. Wait, what? The statues are looking at each other, or like?
They are currently looking at each other, yes. The 3 bowls are etched into the carving. It is one giant pedestal, 3 bowls at the bottom of it. Both statues are currently looking at each other. And that's where we sort of...
I like that word, currently looking at each other. Like that's gonna change.
I'm just leaving you...
You walk in the room, they're currently looking at you.
leaving you with some anticipation.
God damn it. Alrighty then.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
Alright.
I am not posting this YouTube video of the stream